Disappointed in yesterday's ruling. There's no question, I'm not going to lie about that.
And Dallas Police Chief Eddie Garcia, in a brief afternoon news conference, said that case, as far as the department is concerned, will continue.
I was 100% innocent from the get-go.
Officer Bryan Riser, released from jail on Wednesday, had been in jail a month, implicated in the murders of Lisa Sands and Albert Douglas. Much of the evidence supplied by convicted killer Emmanuel Kilpatrick, who said the former officer and former school classmate hired him to kill the pair.
There is no probable cause.
But in a Wednesday hearing, a Dallas homicide detective admitted to mistakes in that investigation. And although a prior judge had agreed to 2 previous probable cause warrants for Riser's arrest, Judge Audrey Moorhead determined there was no longer any probable cause and ordered Riser be set free.
I support the work that our detectives did, and in conjunction with the FBI on this case. And we're going to continue to thoroughly investigate this case, which we feel and still feel we have probable cause for.
As for Riser being a former officer, Chief Garcia says the decision to fire him from the force still stands, although he could not go into detail.
This in no way changes Mr. Riser's employment status. There were other issues in the administrative investigation.
Now, with the former officer out of jail, Bryan Riser is still working to fully clear his name. The Dallas Police Department justifying its investigation, very much doing the same.
People hammered on Chief Hall because Bryan Riser was still working, and she said at that time, well, there wasn't enough evidence. Well, I think this hearing proved her correct.
We'll continue to work very hard and diligently on this and ensure that we're doing the best we can for the residents of the city of Dallas.
In Dallas, I'm Kevin Reese.